Hey guys, I ended up coming back to the YouTube scene because I kind of missed it already. I took a week off from YouTube because I was being programmed by someone and I didn't want to kind of reveal his programming that he was doing for me. Turns out I was unable to complete all my sessions uh, within my schedule. It was a little difficult, so I decided to go back to my own programming. I've been back in the gym for exactly 2 full training weeks for me, so that's 10 days. And I've restructured my program. On my first week on the Tuesday, I went to see my physio to kind of uh, avoid an injury from happening again. I'm really trying to see if I was ready to go and get back at it again. What I came to realize is with my physio, we agreed is that I tend to kind of build up to an injury outside the gym, so it's never so much an issue about me not training properly, but more about not moving around throughout the day, just being still, getting stiff, not getting up to stretch. So I've been working on that. I have a few stretches that I do throughout the day. And so far, 10 sessions in, I'm just sore from being back at training, but no pain whatsoever. Just get really stiff when I'm at rest, like she said, so I just have to be careful with that. Yeah, basically, I did 3 days with my coach, and then I decided that my schedule couldn't allow for that time consuming type of training, so I ended up doing the Thursday and the Friday, kind of messing around, trying to structure something. And then what you're watching now is my full first week, let's say. Still a test. I always kind of test around first few weeks to see if the program is appropriate for me. But this week was very comfortable, so I was happy with it. So I'm currently sitting at about actually 69.7 kilo this morning, the Friday morning. So that's halfway down from my 73.5 kilos, and I just have a few kilos left to lose to be at the 66 weight class and be back to my normal weight, which has always been around 67. So we're just looking at dropping an extra kilo. So things are going well, and hopefully I should be able to be make weight soonish. So the plan is to compete on the around mid-November. Obviously, stay injury-free until then, because we saw what happened last time. But this time around, being much more careful, and I know I went wrong, so I'm really working on it and making sure that doesn't happen again. Yeah, basically the way it's structured, I'm training five 5 days a week. So there's one day each for the competition movements, where I work up to a heavy single, and the other 2 days are a variation, so a 3 second, 4 count bench, and then a conventional belt list deadlift. So I started at a 85% for squat, bench, and deadlift. For single, that felt pretty. Actually, didn't feel too good this week. It moves very well on camera, but obviously I've been away from gym for a little while, so heavyweights are feeling a little bit heavy. In terms of the 4 count pause and the conventional belt list, I took 85% of my competition movements for those movements, and that's what I've been doing. So uh, that's been going very well, and those have been feeling pretty light. In terms of all my back off work, all back off for after the heavy single are only at 55% of the actual current run rep max. So start very light and working my way up in 5 kilo increments every week for the squat and the deadlift, and only 2.5 for the bench. And in terms of all the other variations, it's mainly around the 55% mark. So um, high bar at 55% of my sorry. No, that's wrong actually. High bar just pretty light. I'm not sure what percentage that was. And front squat is like at 85% of the high bar, just from an online estimation. In terms of the bench, for my variations, I took 55% of my current normal max. So for close grip and tempo, the same way, 52.5, and actually the back offs for the bench were the same today, cause for this week, sorry, because I started that. So in terms of pull-ups, I found out that after a whole session, I'm actually pretty bad at pull-ups. I used to do an AMRAP. My best AMRAP pull-up was 17 reps, so I thought I'd be able to do 4 sets, 5 sets, of 10, 12 reps easily, but turns out it's not so easy, so I decided that I would be doing pause pull-ups and just a bunch of sets of 4, like 9 sets of 4, just really working and trying to make the pause longer every time and really teach my body how to perform that movement at its best, so I've been happy with that. Um, in terms of my upper back movement, it'll be rows. Decided to keep it at 40 kilos and I'll be increasing slowly by 2.5 each week, and I'm also pausing this movement. I'm hoping that all my back movements, the vertical and the horizontal, will pay off in the bench press and will teach me how to use my back more efficiently throughout the pressing movement. So yeah, that's that. So squat, bench, deadlift competition style start at 85% for a single, and increase by 5 kilos for the squat and deadlift every week, and then 2.5 for the bench. And as we hit week 6 or 7, that's when we'll be in the PR territory. I think by week 6 or 7, we're looking at, well, my maxes are 165, 97.5, and 187.5. So I think by week 6 or 7, it'll be 170 squat, a 190 deadlift, and then yeah, about the same for the bench. And then week 8 will be where the big PRs come with a 175 squat, a 195 deadlift, and a 100 bench. So hopefully I get all those numbers and I'm able to progress throughout the entirety of the 9-week cycle. That's why I decided to start very light, because every single variation, every movement that I perform apart from the pull-ups will be increased weekly by the smallest increment. That's for all variations, and in terms of big movements, it will be increasing by 5s. So that's your squat and deadlift backups progression will be increased by 5, but the accessories such as this one you're watching now will be only increasing by the minimum increment 2.5 per week. So yeah, I'm hoping that I don't stall at all and that I'm able to hit all my numbers. If all goes well, by week 9 I'll be able to hit a 180 squat, which would be a 15 kilo PR, a 102.5 bench, which would be a 5 kilo PR, and then a 200 deadlift, which would be a 12.5 kilo PR, and all of this at a new body weight, hopefully below 66, which would put me exactly at a triple body weight deadlift, which is my goal. Very decent squat, and anything above 100 or even 100, I'd be really happy on the bench, especially considering that I'll be at a new body weight just a little lower than my 67 kilos, so in the 66 class. So yeah, that's the goal moving forward. I've been really happy with this week. I felt everything moved very well. I just need to get accustomed to the volume a little more, especially on the front squats, and keep that form in check. Yeah, in terms of accessory and everything, and just percentage in general, I know I've been a little generous and I started light, but it's going to increase very fast. As I said, the last week will actually be, well, For variations, I'm already hitting PRs because I've never done those variations before for that amount of volume. But in terms of squat, I'll be doing 130 kilos for 6 sets of 5, which would be a volume PR. Bench would be, I think, 72.5 for 6 sets of 5, which also would be a volume PR. And finally, deadlift, I think would be, I think it's around 140 to 150 for 6 of 5. So again, that would be volume PR because I've never hit it for that many reps. So even if I end up failing my singles or not able to do them, I will still be able to hit volume PR. So this is a great program just to look forward to hitting PRs all the time, especially in variations because every week I'm hitting a new PR. Although it's still light, I'm very interested to see how far I can take it. In 9 week times, that'll be an increase of 2.5 times 9, so it's about 20 kilo. Yeah, it's about 20 kilo increase on each lift. So take for example the close grip that started at 52.5, so should be at around 62.5 for the last weeks, and so on and so forth for the rest. So I'm excited to see if I'm able to push it that far, but I do believe that in terms of variation, it should not be an issue because they've been feeling very comfortable. The big challenge will be on the heavy singles and hitting those PRs in terms of squat, bench, deadlift, competition style, but I'm really gonna work hard at it and aim for that triple bodyweight deadlift and that 4-plate squat. But that will really be my goal, and just that 2-plate bench is just, I'm so close yet so far, just being 2.5 kilos away. So that has been frustrating. So yeah, just really happy to be back, still being very cautious and keeping things in check. I was just always recording, really enjoying YouTube, just doing voiceovers, mainly for myself, but also for your enjoyment, and kind of like just enjoying watching my form, because it obviously always looks better on camera than it feels, so it's always nice to see that weights are moving very smoothly, although sometimes it does not feel as they are. So yeah, that's the plan. Under 66 in November competition, and then depending on how my strength goes up right now, yeah, just I'd be stoked just hitting a 4-plate squat, about a 2-plate bench, and a triple bodyweight deadlift. That'd be good enough for me. So if I was able to hit 180, 100, 200 at my first powerlifting competition ever, I'd be really happy with that. So I'm gonna work hard at it. Just complete my 9-week cycle, then take a 12-day break just to go away on holiday, come back, do the 7-week peaking cycle, and hopefully deliver on the day. So yeah, that's around 17 to 18 weeks out with just a few kilos to lose, and then strength not really going down. So happy about that, and just excited to see how things goes from here. Obviously I'll be posting a weekly video. Kind of expected to be back because YouTube is something I really enjoy doing. It's just constructing my videos, making them basic, but kind of being able to look back at my footage every week and see where there are a few issues so I can correct them, and always trying to perfect myself. It is really a craft. So that's that for me. I'll be uploading week 1 through to week 9. Then I will be taking a break from YouTube for 12 days, and I'll be back with a new structured peaking plan, which I haven't constructed yet, which I'm sure will be lower volume and more intensity based. Yeah, I'll be working on that. I've already got my ideas on the template I've seen from really good lifters, and I might look at doing something very similar to that, kind of a 4-day template. So yeah, that's that for me. And then you enjoy my final footage of some pause front squat from today, and then I'll see you in the next video. Alright, see you guys later.